I believe we've started. Welcome to the stream. This is Bandai Namco. This is the Dark Anthology trilogy, and it's the new one. I can't remember what it's called. Something about Iraq and stuff and things and stuff. Yeah, hopefully Stuart will be here. I did message him, say will you be ready, and he said I will be. He's fouled again. Doing well.
Or extremely foolish. We're gonna sigh out this shit. Brothers in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself? Get down! We're up on the ridge! Return fire! You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into? You keep lookout.
Lookout? Lookout for what?
One by one, their lights will be snuffed out. Unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. Will you find the path to salvation? Or be lost in the darkness? Forever.
I'll take him out. One of these. Hello?
We are recording. It's Man of Medan or some shit. I can't remember what it's called. The Dark Anthology. House of Ashes. That was the one.
Oh yeah, the Dark Pictures.
Yeah.
Third one in the Dark Pictures anthology. I've not played any of them, and it's
We're here at Supermassive.
third they're okay. Some better than others, but I haven't finished Until Dawn yet. So it's like a game I want to get to.
Hello.
I've got a lot of those games like that. I've got a lot of the old David Cage ones to play through as well, and I'm just not in the mood to play those types of games at the moment. I was just they're good games, but I just need to get into that mindset and then play a whole bunch of them one after the other, maybe. They'd be good for a stream.
Yeah, definitely.
Get an audience. They can vote when to do and decisions and stuff. What stream are we watching?
Small disclaimer on the stream we're watching, because I'm on the Nerdist one, because it was the only one I could find that didn't have a shitload of annoying people. And I don't know whether Bandai Namco stream the actual source is either, because everyone else has had them on their individual pages, and Bandai being Bandai, I think I had to ring 2 bells, one high, one low, and fight some bosses before I could actually get the stream, and I didn't do that, so just borrowing someone else's.
Right.
Oh yeah, I think everyone's watching the same thing, so it's all good.
And then they're going to start hearing things,
Right.
seeing things, and people
It's sort of zoomed in. It's trying to beat the algorithm.
Probably. I think it's just zoomed in. It's been like that because whenever you do full screen on OBS, it for some reason goes to the left slightly. A pain in the arse.
Right.
So we
Is this actually started, or is this the pre-start?
Apparently it started. Just going to check elsewhere.
Because we've seen this game 3 times now. In the last month, or in the last 2 weeks, did an event just to showcase this at the Sonic event. It was
the Akkadian Empire
time,
and this terrible evil,
and then they
self-proclaimed God King.
this
And he
gesture.
essentially cursed his people. He sacked this temple.
They're showing it for the 3rd time in like as many weeks. It's like, well, we've
So
seen
a lot
this.
of the history is lost, but we've
You're not showing us anything new.
And then we had a lot of happy accidents.
And if you show too much of a horror game, it's like more spoilers.
It's
It's a bit of a weird one to keep showing off.
Twist it and
When
made
it-
our own truth from it.
And amazingly, it's been. I think I've seen it 3 times. I still don't know its release date. Like, hasn't been instilled into my brain. So they're obviously not saying when they haven't on this that.
Military unit that you're playing as, they don't really know what they're
Yeah,
they're not human. They're bigger. They're larger. They're faster.
See how they
I don't know if there's one or two of them,
I mean,
or hundreds.
they announced they got 8 of these planned.
You know, they've got guns. Maybe they could try and take
Not
it
an
Yeah.
anthology. It's like 8
but maybe there's another one around.
Eight
the corner.
film-
Maybe
oh, 8
there's a
films
war
like you would,
and
but,
they're gonna get ambushed.
wondering what else they're going to do for the next 5. Because they've already done like the haunted ship, the haunted town, and now they've done the haunted tomb. What's the next one? Not many tropes left, is there? Haunted space one's got to be next, surely, like a haunted space station or something like that, I'm guessing. Will be another one they do. Sci-fi one, like an Event Horizon style, would that be cool? If they did that, I'd be interested. I also think they need some bigger names attached to their games. I mean, Until Dawn had a few big name stars, and it sort of, if you're fans of those people, like the Mr. Robot guy and the cheerleader from Heroes and things like that, but these ones so far,
Peter Stormer
had. Yeah, him, exactly. So these ones, obviously the budget's lower, so maybe they haven't got the clout to get those big names. They definitely wouldn't get like a Keanu or a Tom Cruise or someone, but they could get like Mads or something like that, or someone a little bit more, someone relevant, and to put in those fans of that person. Like you could get a Jessica Chastain, something like that. Some people like her, don't they? Or trying to think, maybe if they did something really cool, like they got like they're allowed to use like say James. Maybe they were going to do like a stalker slasher film. Maybe they could do like a Halloween tie-in or something like that as well. Thinking like maybe they could do that. A really good job of doing something like that.
I just realised I had my mic mute, so you was just laughing to yourself for no reason. Amazing.
Brilliant. Hello everyone. I'm not mad. Chris was talking to me.
You could hear me on Skype, but not yeah, brilliant. I love technology. It's amazing.
You have trouble with muting and not. This is what happens when we don't prepare, and I just jump on and go, hey. To be honest, 10 minutes before you said to me, oh, am I ready? I was laying on my bed listening to a podcast, sort of half dozy, half not. And I was like, oh, I should be really getting ready now. Go and make a cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's E3 in general, really. It's all been underwhelming and made me feel tired and not really interested and excited about anything. Because I think E3 has been a really... It goes down as probably the worst E3 in history.
Article from The Telegraph where Todd Howard basically he says, right, Starfield's definitely, that's PC Xbox only. He would like to get it elsewhere, and he's looking into that. And then they also asked about Elder Scrolls as well, and he went, I can't see that not being on the PlayStation. Xbox did.
How old is that interview?
Not very old at all. It was in the Telegraph like a few months ago.
Right.
So this guy, he puts up part of the article where it just says. So somebody else had already put another part of the article where he says the things I just said, but at the top of it, you know, he goes, "Oh, I'm really looking forward to working with just the Xbox, etc., etc." And it's like, yeah, cool. And he goes, "So there you go, there's your proof." So I did the small bit of the article, and there's about 9 little Xbox idiots going, "I only did part of the article," so I've just sent the whole thing to them. So there you go, there's all of it, all verbatim for you. You fucking fucks. I'm just waiting for them to answer back now and go, "Oh, pata." Fucking Xbox. I hate you all.
But you know, can you get as many and save as many as you can?
I think it's funny. I said to you earlier on, there was another thing. Today was the day Sony announced that Cyberpunk was coming back to the PlayStation Store with caveats, like saying don't buy this on PS4 base because it doesn't run great. And I think it's a testament to Sony for taking that game down when it didn't work as advertised, right? But it's very telling that Microsoft didn't do that for their customers on the Xbox base model. They let people just buy that game, even if some missed a bit of information. Well, they did take it down, but I don't think they did, right? And I think if they had done that and set a precedent for, we're taking down games that don't work, then any Bethesda game that would come out buggy, like they always do, that would mean they would have to go, well, we can't sell this. Yeah, they couldn't even release their own games if they start saying, well, this is buggy, so we can't put it out. Because all Bethesda games launch buggy. Look at Fallout 76, look at Skyrim, look at New Vegas, look at like Obsidian, but it's still their engine. Anything on that creation engine has bugs. So, probably do want to shoot yourself in the foot and say, well, yeah, quality is important to us because clearly it's not because you're working with Bethesda. Yeah, a lot of Starfield stuff going around, and also a lot of Elder Scrolls. I had the argument about Spider-Man. They're trying to say that's the same equivalency of Elder Scrolls and Spider-Man. I was like, well, not really, because Spider-Man isn't a game franchise; it's a movie franchise, and they did a deal.
Okay, we've got Greg Miller in front of us and some bald guy.
Yeah, two of my least favourite people. Well, I don't know who he is.
I don't know
Greg
who the
is
bald guy
one of my
is.
favourites. No, nothing against him. I mean, Greg's a shill now anyway. He's got all the he's taken all the money, and he's an independent, an unbiased commentator anymore. Like, that's kind of funny. Left IGN, but they all left IGN to sort of set up the independent people who didn't have to worry about advertising and sort of had conflicting interests, which a lot of people at IGN deny, but it's obviously there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now they've got into the hosting. How can you possibly criticise something when you're being paid by the same company to promote their game? It just doesn't sit well. You're always going to be sort of defending where the money's coming from, and not be giving the people you're supposed to be serving, the people watching you, good advice. This is where Cyberpunk fiasco started, because of things like that, because people were just going, yeah, it's brilliant, because we played the PC version. We won't tell you about the PS4 version until after we gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to upset Cyberpunk, and they want to not have access to the game, because they wanted to get all the traffic for it. Anyway, is it started? It doesn't feel like this actually started properly yet. So far, I've got a release date for this, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm looking at other people's. GameSpot hasn't even started. It's still saying we're starting at 22:25, and all their chats is going, it started everywhere else. Oh, no, there's Lucy James, Tamar Hussein, and somebody called Persia. So yeah, I think Bandai haven't even started yet. Being late, just checking Egan. Oh God! You know, I'll just go on record to say as well, TikTok. I wish you'd fall into the fucking sea.
Why? Adverts.
Just awful. Right, there was something going on IGN.
Let's toss it over to the one, the only Jackie Jane.
Right, is this? Are we? Who's this woman? Okay, there's some. According to this, the Bandai Namco showcase isn't going to start for another half an hour.
I'm sorry, I'm just.
What?
There's a so they've done the classic bait and switch of we're starting at 10:30, and everyone starts watching, and they go, "Oh, now we're starting in half an hour." Like we did that. Ubisoft did that with Far Cry 6 reveal, didn't they?
Yeah.
There was a countdown, and when it got to the countdown, it's like, now there's a 30-minute countdown. What?
Oh, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's getting to be a bit too much like a football match now, where they have all this pre-show crap when they all talk about crap. Yeah, just want to see the games.
Yeah.
It's padding, isn't it?
What's this thing going on the bottom here? Note, use the hashtags in chat. What are you most looking forward to in the House of Ash? The suspense, the killing the monsters, the Dark Picture anthology, or other? What are you most looking forward to in the Houses of Ashes? The entire anthology. What?
Doesn't make sense.
No.
That doesn't make sense as an answer, having the Dark Pictures anthology, because that is the game. It's like, what are you looking forward to in the Houses of Ashes?
I'm hoping for all of the other games to be in this one.
The other games in this one. What?
I open this door,
like
and the cheerleaders.
Killing monsters, or the dialogue choices, or something like that should be the third answer, right?
Yeah.
Or the acting, or the story.
There's two sides to it. You can play from two perspectives as well. Like there's one soldier and another soldier, and there's like a co-op mode where you can do that at the same time as director's cut and something else. Yeah. But I want to know if that's gonna, because it looks like it's two people playing at the same time. So is that co-op mode, like No Way Out? Because that could be interesting.
I think it's things like your two teams play out at the exact same time from two different locations, and then say if like one character in one scene phones or calls out to the other one, you'll have a shared sort of moment, and then you have to make a decision based on that as well. And what you do affects the other person. So if you have to, like, say, shut down a countdown to stop an explosion going off on their end and things like that, you know, it's that's pretty cool. I think anything time-based it creates a tension straight away. If you don't know what the other person's how they're getting on, you're relying on them to help you get out of a certain situation, and they foul, then you inherently have to improvise and go another route to get out of the situation. Pretty cool.
There's been an update on my Twitter. One of the people have gone, oh, okay then. So eventually, when it does get on the PlayStation, so now they're admitting, oh, it must be going over there. You can thank Microsoft for it. No, we'll thank Todd Howard for going. Probably when the sales all went through, one of the stipulations would have been, we're not staying just here because we've got too many massive franchises which make us too much money. We're rich because we go everywhere. You'll be rich if we keep going everywhere.
People forgetting this isn't something that's been set in stone. I don't think. I think it's very reliant on. They would have had certain things. Go, right, if you sell this many Game Passes on the back of us, like if you sell 100 million subs to Game Pass, by this date, then we're going to get a big chunk of that money, percentage. It's all going to work off percentages, isn't it? It's all going to filter down into Todd's pocket at the end of the day, and whatever. And if they don't meet their expectation, there will be a clause in that contract that gives them options to go elsewhere and maybe even self-publish as Bethesda away from Microsoft, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
so
probably
they can get
as well, things like id as well.
Todd Howard isn't a businessman in the day. He's made himself a billionaire probably, and he's not done it through just going, I'm going to sign everything I have to Microsoft and then be their slave. He's not going to do a George Lucas and just keep up everything. He's going to probably, I think even George Lucas had a clause that he said he had to have some sort of creative control.
Yeah, that's how he ended up getting apparently back in again.
Yeah, so, and this is different because they're working with Microsoft, but if they don't, Microsoft start doing stuff that they don't want to do, Todd Howard, with his injury, he could just shut down Bethesda and go, right, Bethesda's dead, I'm setting up a new company called
welcome back.
Placenta, or whatever.
Placenta's a good name.
Because it's like cutting the cord from Microsoft. There you go. Right, that's good.
Okay, we've got.
But anyway, so then you could just go, right, I've cut the cord, put Microsoft pissed me off. I'm making a new game called the Zelda Scrolls, or whatever he wants to call it.
Zelda
Different franchise.
Yeah, that works as well.
Sure.
Placenta Games. Chris Plant, editor-in-chief of Polymong. Way.
If you say it really fast.
So that's what he looks like. An idiot. I don't care. Oh God, PC fucking gamer as well. Oh, the two of the worst places in the world for journalism by a country mile. Egan, she probably just tells somebody to go and look at other like tiny little places.
Reviewers who are making YouTubers who are making reviews. Go and nick their review. Dead cells. Yeah.
And the GameSpot guy, this guy just keeps getting rid of people who are really popular. So Jess McDonough, she's but old now. Get her out then. Bye. Put someone in who's not popular.
I used to love GameSpot. GameSpot was great when you used to have people like Shane Douglas there and all that used to work there. They used to be pretty good back then, like 2010, 2009.
Yeah.
And the other guy who left, you ended up making Supermassive or Supergiant. Made all those games. Made Hades. He worked there too. He was a reviewer. But he left.
Yeah, I liked it when they had Jess McDonough, Zoran, I can't remember her second name, but the two girls, and there was a lad that would do stuff with Jess as well, and I can't remember his name, but he was really good. But he's gone, she's gone, Zoran's gone. They just replaced them with knobheads.
They need to look at the reviewers because they have pros and cons lists that contradict one another. It's like this game has really great combat, pro, and then in the con section, the combat can get a bit boring. It's like, what? Well, which one is it then?
The combat's really good, but I don't like it.
Yeah, if it's boring, not good, is it?
No.
Because if combat would have to not be boring to be good, right? It could be
Yeah, makes no
technically good,
sense.
like functional. Then yeah, they said the combat can get a bit boring. I'm like, so then I guess it could be a criticism you could level at any game if you play it long enough.
Yep.
So how quickly does it get boring? It doesn't give me any information in that quote, in that little text saying the combat could be boring. For how long? Is it boring after 10 minutes? Is it boring after 2-3 hours? What? I don't, unless I've read the review, which I didn't. But most people don't read the review. They do just look at that score and they look at the cliff notes, you know. That's it. Because people ain't got time to read stuff. They're putting up time to even listen to me talk about this. If you have, thank you.
Right, well,
yeah, anyway, we ain't talking about. I haven't seen any games yet. What's going on?
Well, GameSpot has completely removed their coverage because they've obviously realised, oh, we've made a balls up of this. But it's not their fault. It's definitely Bandai Namco's fault because they said it would be at 10:25, and they've obviously decided, nah. Tomorrow we'll do it tomorrow.
Maybe they saw our stream for the Xbox show and realised I was always 20 minutes late. And we don't want Stuart to miss. We'll do a fake out, so he's definitely not late. He's telling him it's earlier than what it is.
And annoyingly, the one that I had, the stream that I found a minute ago that had the timer on it, that's gone now as well. So now there's no timer.
This is the last. This is the last one now, the whole E3 thing, right? Until there's a few extra ones after, right?
GameSpot have got their own one apparently. I don't know if they're releasing games or something, but yeah, they've got something, and this is it. Yeah.
No, I think they'll just go into depth on games that you've already seen, and they'll be like interviews and stuff. They normally what happens after E3? They normally get like
fucking
the directors of the game. The directors of the game will come on and just talk it up and talk about stuff. And
whilst these people are talking bollocks, I'm going to turn on my PS5 because I own one. Haha, people who don't eat shit. It's not very
me,
friendly.
by the way.
Yep, eat shit.
If I ain't got one, you bastard.
Yeah, because I downloaded Final Fantasy game that doesn't work. Because apparently it works now.
That's all of them.
Oh yeah, it's actually gone into. Last time you pressed the button, did a big white screen, and then it went and just blew up. It's working now.
Right.
So I can give you live commentary of what it's like. Team Ninja. Okay.
Really? Why don't you just do a live stream video later and get some more hits? You crazy fool.
Yeah, maybe later on, but I'm just gonna look at it.
See if it works.
Obviously, it loses some of that.
I don't like the look of that game. I've just come off the back of and listened to another podcast, and they don't like it either. They just said it doesn't really look very distinctively Final Fantasy. It doesn't look like, it's more like a Devil May Cry knockoff, and I tend to agree. It does.
During the combo, hold R1, press L, and then R1 to unleash what? Okay. Confusing controls.
It's chaos. I think the name is awful, by the way. Paradise Stranger in Paradise. What's it called? See, I don't even remember what it's called. Paradise Stranger Paradise. I think you muted me, Chris, on Skype. I'm not sure.
No, I'm still there. I can hear you. It's called Bum. It's gonna mince me. Fuck off. Guard and evade.
Well, this is amazing. If you're watching this, you're watching us watch a GameSpot stream of a Bandai Namco stream while Chris is playing a Square Enix game.
Yeah. I just got absolutely murdered by the controls on this.
I would like to do, if you'd like to see us talk more bollocks, then talk in the comments below. But we are thinking about starting our own little podcast soon, where we can be a bit more organised, talk about the week's events and news, what we've been playing, and if Chris can get his act together and start to get all the recording stuff sorted, which I think he said he can do, then we can start doing that on maybe like a start off with every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. Whoa!
How far do you think these should
Right.
We both play a lot of
Like, would
games,
you
and we
just like
both
to
have
see
lots
them
of
take a
opinions on
full-on
games,
Gamescom
and
approach where there are, you know, potentially
if we
tens
can get
tens
a
of
short
thousands of
little
people
script together, and then we might
having a
start
full
inviting
public
people in
day,
from the
dedicated
community
to,
to guest
you know,
and
that's
tell
really
us, talk,
servicing the
you
public
know, meet
more
some of you
than
guys
the
and
trade side, the business side.
get to see if there's anyone else out there like us. Probably not. Yeah.
Thank you for that one.
Any good? Is it the
Oh.
best game we've made?
No, it's really confusing and horrible. Use Soul Shield in time with enemy attacks. What? 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 Says,
Surely that's just a parry move, yeah?
yeah.
They have to overcomplicate everything they do. It's Final Fantasy 13 is like
Defeat the goblin.
And just to build off that really quick,
Final Fantasy 13 is one of the most simplest games to play, told in the most overly complicated way I've ever got experienced. This is a very simple battle system, but it makes you think it's really complicated when it isn't. Which put me off the first time because it was like, I don't get this. But if you just play it, kind of read stuff, pages and pages of what is essentially attack, but it's like it takes 3 paragraphs to explain that. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it might just be a lost in translation thing where Japanese probably explains it quite eloquently, and then someone goes, "Okay, I'll translate it into English," and it comes across
really bad.
Might be that. It probably must be difficult to make a game in Japanese and then explain it all in English.
Okay, so that costs right. This is. I'm not gonna say it's shit because that's not fair.
Oh,
Oh.
someone's worked hard on that, Chris.
Yeah.
Someone's crunched big time.
Ah!
Not seen enough weeks. Been whipped.
That was actually really cool.
I would like you to do a little video for it so I can see for myself. Because I've got a PS5. Shit.
Did a little skill thing where it knocked the goblin into the camera and he banged against my screen. You know, like in Turtles in Time.
Yeah. Did you feel it on the haptic feedback on the PS5?
No, they haven't got it turned on.
It probably was though, I'd imagine, like a thump, a thud. That'd be cool.
No, there's no feedback at all.
Well, there will be when the finished game.
Oh, hopefully, yeah, that'd be really cool. Right, leave area. Remember, is that the demo? I'd actually want to. Takes a while. It takes a long time to load for a PS5 game as well.
Early beta. It's not going to be optimized yet, Chris.
No excuse.
Imagine that's just a really hastily put together little demo. That's why it didn't work when you first loaded it up.
Yeah. It's probably like the PS4 version. I mean, graphically, it doesn't look anything special. It looks like a PS4
game.
game.
Is there a PS4 version? Or is it next gen only?
I think. Yeah, I think it's on the PS4, isn't it? I'm sure I read somewhere.
I thought it was on every platform, including the Series S. And
there's feedback galore going on now.
That's probably why I doesn't have haptic feedback in it if it's multi-plat. Because they've saved that. For the games on PS5.
Touch.
Yeah.
It says touch cube, but the thing is definitely a circle. Touch cube.
Final Fantasy VII Remake have fixed that door. The terrible texture door.
The shit door.
Yeah, which I have no reason. There's no reason why that door should not be fixed on the PS4 version. I think that was just them trolling, going, "Yeah, we ain't going to fix that until PS5." Just one PS1 textured door.
So,
I need to go back to the game. Finish that off.
Bang!
I just bought so many games, like probably you lot did. Bought so many games at Christmas, and I've just got them all on my stack of shame. Going, play me. I'm like, yeah, I will. I'm just going back to a game from 2009 first and replaying that again. I got my 43rd platinum today on Sleeping Dogs Remastered on PS4. So that's it took me a couple of weeks to grind that one out. I think got 26 hours total playtime.
Leveled up my
It's a game I've already completed on Xbox. But it's a shame that game never got a sequel. I think that sequel would have been very good.
behind the
but
scenes
Square
elements
Enix decided not to make
what
it.
was actually going into the game while
Huh.
he was speaking to them.
It would be
in what
too
was a really
controversial now.
eloquent
What's
way.
going on
So
in
it's only
because
a
it's
little
set in
sad
Hong
in
Kong,
retrospect because
and I don't
obviously
think China would
there were
like
a lot
it.
of moments where developers kind of maybe
Oh,
regret
well,
that they
since
actually
when did the
went to
Japanese give a
action
shit
and
what
promised
China
something
thought?
that I wasn't intending
Go
on
on, Japan.
promising. But I think ultimately at the core, for
It's
me,
very,
that experience
very
and
much
I
a
could
Hong
just
Kong
see
game.
his
When I've just
passion
replayed
and I
it,
could
it's
just
like
see his pride
there are
for what his
moments
team
in that
was
game where they
working
talk
on, and I
about being
think that
proud
was
to be
something
in Hong
so,
Kong
you
and
know, really
separate from
genuine
China and
true
giving the finger to
heartfelt
China a
about
lot in that game.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
seeing as now
me,
that they're not that anymore,
my
it's
favorite
probably like
interviews are
a bit of a
usually
kick in the
the
teeth
conversations
to them
we
as well, I'd
have
imagine.
at restaurants or bars
Whoa.
afterwards.
Maybe they could make the
Whoa.
game about that.
Interviews
It'd be
can
amazing, but I don't know. It'd be allowed.
very prepared.
But they would, but they
People are
get a
very
lot of flack.
trained for them.
John Cena
So I
wouldn't be
guess I'll
happy.
share,
No,
a
he'd have to go
my
back out again and
moment of E3, and it's very ego-driven. But
Jin
a
Ho
few years
Hein
ago, I was at
Chavato,
E3
whatever he
at
was
the front of
doing.
the
It was
main
the weirdest
hall,
shit.
right?
Man, he was
And it
talking
was
in
the final
Mandarin.
day, and I was doing a direct to
He was
camera
talking to his
like, okay,
overlords,
this is
people
E3,
pay his
we're gonna
wages.
wrap it up. And at this
Like,
point, I'm like
John
running on the
Sellout.
sleep, and I'm like covered in
Fucking
sweat.
beat
I
up
look
this
like
giant
an
pussy
absolute
wall.
mess. And from behind me,
Has he even been
this
in anything
very
good?
lovely,
Apart
tall,
from his
handsome
wrestling
man
days,
comes,
obviously, but has he
around
been
the
in
corner,
anything good?
steps in front of
Wasn't
the
he like
camera
some
as I'm
Chateau movie, 12
knocks me
rounds,
out
wasn't
the
it, or
nose,
something?
and just
Shit.
goes,
Yeah, that was good.
"Two
That was the only
keys,"
thing.
Was it?
and then
Yeah.
walks off. And I
It was
thought,
actually a really
Good
good
in
film,
what way,
that.
was
though?
the
Good in a
nicest
commando
I've ever
way,
felt
or good in
my
like a,
entire life.
Like
you know,
Chris,
Schindler's
I think
List
best
way,
conversations at E3
Uh,
outside the floor, outside
or
of
a Heat
formal
way,
settings.
or a,
Dino
you know,
was
good
someone who
movie?
just
Well, it
Was it
wasn't-
just like,
unfiltered,
was it like a Chuck Norris good sort of
Yeah.
film?
water
Yeah, well,
hose
like,
of
yeah, the
information,
guy
design
who would
thoughts,
go
so
on to be
anytime it's about
Littlefinger
elements, it gives us a
in
sort of
Game of Thrones. He was the bad guy. And
Not seen.
John Cena is like a man, and he foils the Littlefinger man so that he didn't get to blow something up. So Littlefinger man's all annoyed about it. So he does a thing, and then John Cena gets a telephone call, and he says, "Right, there's 12 separate things to do. If you don't do them all, then I blow up a load of bombs everywhere. You're gonna play
This
my
guy out of a vengeance then.
kind of, yeah."
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, Dirty Harry, when he's on the phone and he's running around trying to do things.
Thank you so much.
Otherwise he'll kill someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those films, but yeah,
Cut!
competent, yeah.
Yeah, like strangely better than
Can he act?
anyone. Yeah, oh yeah, all wrestlers can act.
Oh no, they can act like over the top, but can they act subtly?
Get him, get him,
What's this?
get him,
This starting
Stu.
now? Something's happening.
Something's going on.
I'm
Oh
not going to come back to the.
no,
To the
I'm enjoying this now. This isn't bad. Whoa, fuck. So it's basically Final Fantasy 15, but now I've got a guy in a t-shirt. Wait.
You're getting a scissor reel at the moment of all the games that have been out already.
Oh.
It's
CIGN Summer of Gaming. Go fast with
You're
Norton.
getting scissor reels of all these shows. Have you seen all this?
With a banging soundtrack. Come on then, dickhead. Bong! Have it back. Ah, yeah.
Advertising Norton.
Yeah, it's a bit of a... Oh, just got fucking blown up. Okay, so...
I love Pac-Man 99.
Woo!
It's so
Yeah.
fun.
After
And thing
the
is, I'm super
initial
competitive, too. I'm just
thingy,
like, bet, you think you're gonna
it's
get
actually...
top 20?
It's
Get outta
hard,
here.
but it's
Get
not
out
that
my
bad.
face.
It's
Get out my- get my
Final
shot.
Fantasy.
My first session, I got like top
Oh, that's
30. The
that's.
next session,
I
it
didn't
was
know
top
that.
20.
It's in the bloody
And
name.
the third
It's in the
session,
name.
it was top
In the
10.
title.
Modern
I see
Final
what I want.
Fantasy.
What does the
Oh.
combat feel like? Is it feel like
Final
Devil May
Fantasy
Cry? Does it
15.
feel like Neo? Or does it feel like Final Fantasy 15? Literally the same sort of
Yeah,
style.
so
You walk
exactly
out
the
of it.
same. You got a load of
Overly-
mates who help out, and then you've
System
got all
that
bits and
one's
pieces.
have. There's one does magic and one does guns and one does other stuff like very similar to that. Is it?
Pretty much the standard. I mean, I feel like I'm just playing.
Does it?
I'm
Does
dead
it
now.
feel like is it like Kingdom Hearts where you've got like Donald and Goofy doing powers and you bring them in? Also like Final Fantasy 7 a little bit too.
Yeah,
Or do they
not at
just like
7.
depend-
It's just a story that makes us laugh.
Can you take
keeps us coming back.
control
When
of
we return,
You're only
more on
controlling
what
one and they just
stories
help.
we love.
Oh yeah, you're just the guy in
Or
the
can you
middle.
switch?
Ow.
Alright.
No, it's not ready yet. I reckon another 10, 20 minutes.
Oh, we'll have to chat some more bollocks then. What else has John Cena
Go
done? No, I'm
faster
joking.
with well, he's on the Fast and the Furious, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I was only joking. I don't want to talk about John Cena.
Oh.
But let's talk about what I was talking to you about earlier about the Metal Gear Solid
Roman
tease
Reigns.
that seems to be which is interesting.
Yeah.
That trailer the other day, and I think it's Konami. I mean, they think it's Kojima somehow giving the finger to Konami, saying, "Well, I'm done with Metal Gear. Look what you're missing out on."
Yeah.
I don't think it's that.
You bunch of bitches.
It's because Sony would have Sony owned Death Stranding as an IP, and they would have to sign off on that. And I don't think they want to antagonise Konami.
No, they
Anyways.
probably want to stay friends with them because they've got quite a lot of games there. And if anybody who's been following Twitter, you'll know the people who are making the game Abandoned did just drop a massive hint that that game might well be fucking Silent Hill in disguise.
If Konami and Kojima kind of smooth things over, they might have given Sony the permission to get Kojima work on it again.
Yeah.
Even if he's just producing it or overseeing it, maybe he's not as hands-on as he would have been because he's been busy. But Bluepoint have a history with Metal Gear 2 because they did the trilogy remastered, or not the trilogy but the collection back in 2012. That's when they really cut their teeth when it comes to remakes and remasters. Was that the collection? And then they did the Ico, then they did Shadow of the Colossus, and then they did Demon's Souls, and they've also done they've done another game.
Oh, done. Oh Christ, hang on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's all gone wrong. That's it.
You playing this game still?
Yeah.
Those that make me think.
It's got
so
magic.
I
There we
think-
go.
What I've always looked for in a game.
So I think
really grand, epic story that makes
we will be seeing more
universe that's not
of Konami and Kojima is up to very soon. By the sound of it, 22nd, wasn't it? They're coming out with that reveal.
Yeah.
Stories that you can shape yourself.
Okay, so a week from today.
Ooh. Oh, everything's
Sony will be clever because Sony always do this. Sony came out before E3 and done Horizon, and then they went quiet, and now your E3 will sort of come and go, and then Sony will come along and go, look at this, and then still basically thunder, because that's what they do. They patiently wait for everyone to go first.
I like stories that are
What the fuck?
What while we're killing time, what franchises or games from old would you like to see come back in some form? I think Soul Reaver was one that everyone wants, right?
Yeah, Soul
Legacy
Reaver
of
would be pretty big, yeah.
Who owns that? It's Square Enix.
Square Enix, yeah.
In places or have storylines
Yeah.
that are incredibly depressing or
Somewhere someone's working on that.
but then they inject these
Hopefully.
bits and pieces of
Tis a good game. They'd have to do the first one. They'd have to redo like from scratch because of the perspective. Make no bloody sense.
If they could do what they did to that, what they did to like the Tomb Raider reboot, come back with something brand new, not just a remake, but a brand new game.
Kill the pussy machine. So weird.
Greg's back on stage now with some girl and that guy again.
Oh yeah, this means nothing. Oh, you can fucking fall off. Right. Yeah, actually, mildly interested in this now.
When's it due to release? Did they give it a date? Or is it just 2022?
2022. Yeah, it's still quite rough, but it's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Mixed with a little bit of Devil May Cry.
Capcom, but yeah. Not Ninja Gaiden then, because that's Team Ninja's heresy. Legacy is literally. is Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive, isn't it? They've done.
Well, fuck me. What the...
Did they do Dead or Alive, Team Ninja? Is that
Oh,
them?
yeah.
So, was that made by different dev though, innit?
Oh, no, I think it's... one of them was Team Ninja, definitely.
Or was it Dead or Alive Volleyball? Is that them?
Yeah, no, yeah. They did the good one.
I know they done Neo recently, and they said they don't want to do any more of them. Took it as far as they can go.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think Neo 3 probably couldn't do anything. They've already probably just exhausted all their ideas for the first two now.
Yeah.
I think devs get bored of working on the same franchises year on year out, so they need new stuff to keep them creatively interested. Imagine being a dev who works on FIFA every year, or
so what
like
we doing
Assassin's
today?
Creed. Well, Assassin's Creed's a bit different because you've got different time periods. But say, like, imagine if you were someone who worked at COD, you're like, yeah, it's going to be shooting men again, zombies again, brilliant.
Guns. I don't know if they'll do zombies anymore because the zombie people are gone.
Yeah, they're making a zombie game for PlayStation now, surely. Did they all leave, or was it just the two guys at the top? Or did the whole company just move across?
Just trying to think what they call it. Shout of Work. That's what it's called. SAL.
SAL?
Yep, Shout of Work. So it's not Call of Duty, but it's close enough. I'm on Destiny now.
Oh, is that your, right, is that your alternative name to Call of Duty?
Yeah, Shout of Work. Yeah.
Well, Medal of Honor is like a very similar name, isn't it? Call of Duty, Medal of Honor. There was another one they did similar once as well. Wasn't it like that NAF one that they come out with in the 360 era? Something of, it was called something of something. It was like really obviously trying to Hour Victory. That was it.
Oh.
Another one that they could do.
Nintendo Memories.
My brain turned on
Aaron Hansen. I was just thinking of him, funny enough, because I was going to say Aaron come up with, he called it Call of Duty Shooter Man, because that's pretty much what every single Call of Duty game is.
Back in 20, I want to say 2010, back when I think Treyarch was supposedly working on a third-person Call of Duty game. They were going to do like a third-person Call of Duty game, but set in like a semi-open world, a bit like Uncharted, something like that, like a shooter where you take cover. And it was abandoned because it didn't quite work, or they didn't want to deviate from what made them all the money. Yeah, they didn't want to like go, splinter off and do this other thing, and then the idea was to do a first-person Call of Duty 1 year, a third-person, and the following year, so it didn't become. And that was Treyarch's original thing. Treyarch made a few third-person games actually before that, and then they made a couple of shitty Bond games, I think, and then they made some crappy Call of Duty games. In my opinion, I think the Infinity War one's always better. Infinity War even, but maybe
JD Weatherspoons, as in the fucking what?
Bane. Maybe to finish my point, maybe the Treyarch guy's gone off and said Sony make a lot of third-person games. Maybe we do a World War II open world game.
Yeah, maybe. Interesting to see.
There's nothing's ever been done in World War II like that, has it? Apart from maybe the Saboteur back in 2009 pandemic.
Witness the birth of a new gaming universe. Hello.
I'm slightly behind you on this stream.
Binge 2022. No,
this robot's freaking out.
Do I want to work it? Not really. It's too much crunch.
I would have said minge.
2022 minge. It's okay. Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to work 40 hours a week? No.
No.
Get out.
Yeah. Not on there. You'll break the telly. My lovely partner has joined to put milk steak onto my television. It goes there now.
Oh dear.
That's where the milk steak lives. What?
That's dangerous. What's there? Just in the office. Gareth's training
Right, well, hang on.
for Dangerous. We go. And we're watching now.
自成立以来，篝火营地在全网的内容浏览量已经超过5亿，服务了数百万的读者和玩家。我们的愿景是做游戏文化传播者。您可以在全球各大手机应用市场下载篝火营地 APP。
If you well, the camera's on.
Yeah, it's not though. I think it because I'm using OBS.
That's a nice blouse you're wearing.
Yeah, because when you use that, I think it because I can turn the camera on if I want to. I just choose not to because no one wants to see a big fat hairy man.
Oh, you say that. Some
Maybe
people
they do.
big hairy man.
As a part of Play for All Games,
I mean, Reviews Tech USA is all about that. He does streams where he gets paid to take his shirt off. And he does loads of money on that.
Fair enough.
And he's a bigger guy than you are. No offense.
Maybe
That's actually
I'm
good.
maybe
Missing
I'm
out.
just missing out on that large man money.
People like to see real people, Chris. There's nothing wrong with your body. Can't all be bloody Brad Pitt from Fight Club, can we?
In college,
Right.
in the early
True.
90s, I
Even
was a
Brad
computer
Pitt is.
scientist
Even Will
at
Smith struggles.
Minnesota. And I
Yep.
love gaming. I love computers. I knew I always wanted to do something.
That's mass deletion.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm playing
until,
Destiny now.
I played.
It is my destiny.
Doom 1. I never even played.
As long as you're ready for when it starts, which is who knows at this point.
Well, if it's an hour off, then we've got 10 minutes.
And I was so amazed and
Which is just ridiculous.
surprised and at awe and the
Well,
fact
it's
that
been entertaining for me to talk
like this,
to you.
and that also
Hopefully entertaining for whoever stumbles upon
Nah.
this.
create our own
Already
content.
left.
Probably not.
And when I learned how
I'll be me. So the only person listening to this will be me in an hour's time when I listen to it back and go, "What did I say all that for? What's an idiot?"
Too many words. They're only words, and words are all I have. Can't remember the rest of the words, so I don't have that many words at all.
Bee Gees song, wasn't that? And then it was covered by
Westlife.
Boyzone.
Is it Boyzone? I thought it was Westlife.
No, it was Boyzone. You remember misremembering your Irish boy bands?
Yeah.
Ronan Keating was like the guy who was supposed to have discovered Westlife.
I wish he'd left him there.
They found him in a cave or something. It's like, oh, hello.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to
Even
my
Louis Spence,
cave.
wasn't it?
Louis Spence.
Not Louis Spence, the other guy.
Louis Spence is the dude who does all the dancing.
Yes. Louis Walsh, isn't it?
Yeah, Louis Walsh. Yeah.
My Louis mixed up.
Louis Spence is also though. Oh, look
Yeah.
what I found in this cave. Oh,
I actually
hello.
I actually met him in 2011 at my brother's. My brother used to run the Dream Boys, UK Pack Dream Boys, and I went to one of his showings at Leicester Square Space or Sound, or it's called, the nightclub there.
Alright.
And just they were filming for his show Pineapple Studios at the time, for Louis Spence's something he was doing, and I was there just watching my brother and male men do their show, and those are screaming women, obviously.
Yeah.
I was just there, and then Louis Spence come up with his camera crew and started groping me, doing all these stick he does. But then when the camera stopped, he kind of just was quiet and didn't do much. It's like, oh, you just put it on. Not really like that, are you? It's all for the camera. But yeah, he seemed like a really decent guy, actually. Funny. Had his 20 minutes of fame on Harry Hill and things like that. He was good.
Yeah. I liked him on Nevermind the Buzzcocks. He'd
Yeah.
always dance on the table. With,
Yeah,
like Simon, I can't remember his name. The Jewish man. It's like, oh, can you just no, not again. Every time you come here.
There's a few like most reality shows, TV show stars. I just can't stand most of them, but he was one of the very few that broke out. That was like, yeah, he's funny, and I get why he's popular. He's just now just milking his fame. There's some who've stuck around for far too long.
Yep.
Like Ryan Clark guy. Can't stand him.
Oh,
But
Ryland, yeah.
Ryland, is it Ryland? I don't know his name. Mr. Teeth.
Yeah. The teeth just got worse. It was like all of the Bee Gees at once. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah. I don't think everyone. I'm having my teeth done tomorrow. Obviously, teeth are important, but I think there comes a point when they become so unnatural looking that they become like a. It's like a. I'm trying to think what it looks like. It looks like a mask or like a fake head. Like a. I don't know. Like another guy who had his teeth done recently now looks strange. He's Chandler in Friends.
Oh yeah.
He's had all his teeth done and he just looks wrong.
Yeah, if you have them all straightened as well, and like people remember you when they weren't straightened.
Yeah, but it just changes. No, but I think it changes the whole shape of your face.
Yeah.
Well, I think it needs to be just. I like things that look natural but look good, and then when they become super perfect, it's like Stallone's got this problem as well. Actually, Stallone, I noticed, he had regular teeth in the 80s and 90s, but when I watched the last Rambo movie, he had his perfect teeth.
White, yeah.
And when he's at the end of the movie, he's like walking up, he's all battered and shot and cut and bleeding and rugged, and all his clothes are filthy. And he opens his mouth, and he's got these perfectly white teeth. It's like doesn't. He's supposed to be this warrior who's like probably lost all his teeth by now. He's so many wars, but yet he's got a good dental plan. Bless him. It's like, it doesn't work. Takes you out of the movie, unfortunately. That character, anyway.
Too Hollywoodized.
Doesn't seem real anymore. That's why Ricky Gervais said he would never get his teeth done, and he hasn't. He hadn't cleaned, hadn't worked on them. He's never had them because he's got very canine.
Yeah, he's got like vampire-y teeth, isn't he?
Hold on, we've got another poll. What was the best? I missed it. So what was the best first-person shooter reveal? And I don't see the answer. Who won?
COD probably.
I think 5x6 was winning.
Isn't
My money, Stalker 2 looked the best.
The Russian game.
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart, yeah. Just the fact that it still exists.
Yeah, it's a very small team working on that.
Yeah, like 2 people at some point.
I think, is it 2?
Yeah, at one point I think. Yeah, I know that it got cancelled. I didn't know that, but yeah, apparently there was a. I was saying on the Chuffsters, hello Chuffsters, most of you, that it. Yeah.
Ones you don't like. Yeah.
It was like, I don't know what version I looked at that I liked, because there's 2 versions of that game. One of them was like really, really interesting, like the amount of things you could do. That what they explained is like the AI will react. That all the AI is everyone's already where they should be. No one spawns in, so the AI will not always be where you expect them to be, and you can.
Like Bioshock original. They just wander around. The big daddies would wander around, and they'd always be in slightly different areas doing their own thing.
Lucy, what's her face?
Yeah, I like her. She's alright. It's funny how games change in the early stages, isn't it?
But I don't know if the one I saw is the one that I like.
Oh, it's Tim Sweeney. Yeah, I don't know. I have to see when they get you and show it full gameplay. Yeah, but no, like someone was talking about Borderlands 2 in a really old podcast the other day, and they were talking about their preview build they saw in 2011, and the game came out in 2012. And he said that the enemies in that game would like all start shooting at you and taking cover, and then if you shot a few of them, what would happen is they'd all like huddle up and have like a thing where you go, right, you go that way, you try and flank him, and you'd hear them all sort of muttering between themselves, and then they'd go, and they'd all try and attack you from different angles and different places, and if you killed a few of them, then they'd like regroup and then do it again. And that was originally in Borderlands 2 in the early build. I'd imagine it's just too intensive for the systems probably that they were launched on, and they probably took it out because that's one of the problems with the original Borderlands was the enemies would just run towards you.
Yeah, and they lent into that by just making them all psychotic.
Yeah, that's why a lot of enemies in games are zombies or robots, because
don't have to program them.
Yeah, whereas it's people, you have to make it like Last of Us Part 2, where they actually have to have little plans and take cover and flank you. It's a lot more harder to program. More rewarding when you play it, though. Like
this robot thing that keeps going on, Minge. What is it?
Yeah. Don't know. Looks like Greg Miller.
Welcome back to E320.
Greg Miller's Minge. I don't know if I want to say that.
I don't know what it is. Binge. Maybe it's a new streaming thing for like
Probably a streaming, yeah.
Or for games. Imagine it's for games like Twitch, but more. Freedom Games. What's this? Don't know.
Freedom Games. Sounds like something made up for the IT crowd. Oh, that guy works for Freedom Games. Oh, I like Freedom Games. They're really good. They're free.
It's E3 exclusive.
What is this shit? 54 playable classes.
It's an SRPG.
Shit. Shit RPG.
Oh, what is an SR? Is it a something? I don't know.
Soup. I don't know. S. Southern.
Maybe I should raise my rate.
It looks
Sprite. No.
Looks fucking shit.
It's like a card-based battle game to me.
Ah.
It's like a tactics game, isn't it? Feel the pain with the grave wound system.
Use a variety of spells.
Spells. It's like every other game then.
Fucking douse him.
28 distinct backgrounds. Or chapters. That means the background's going to change. From desert to forest to lava to snow.
Yeah, but will it do it like Dark Souls, where the forest will have lava above it? I bet it won't.
Hey there, I'm Jim Moore, game director for Dark Deity, and it's finally time to reveal the release date.
Charles,
but Dark Deity
it's a bit shit, mate.
I'm getting really tired of bringing peace to places. Just no, don't do that. Every game's there's a code in chaos, and you have to bring peace. It's like, no, let's reverse it and have you make a normal, nice, calm world mental, and you go on a killing spree and make everyone go crazy. You have to take it over.
Murdering
Is there any
everyone.
games where there is a few games that do that, right? Where you take the role of the bad man, taking over everything, right?
Yeah.
Where you're the evil one.
Yeah, they always get shit on those games as well. People don't like them.
Why?
I don't know, because people are weird.
People just want to be more really good and just they feel more safe. No, I don't know. I think there should be
the good guy, don't you?
It is true though. When you look at these statistics for even something like Mass Effect, I think like 75% of people play Paragon, and maybe replay as Renegade, but rarely.
What we got now?
Vape's another one.
Hello everyone.
Eureka.
These aren't the actual games, are they? These the pre-show games, or like?
I don't know. I've put
These
them
like
Destiny down.
Banner, are they?
Oh, Neon Abyss is good. So Streets of Rage. All right.
What's this for?
Eureka.
Let's just get started.
Mohism.
What's Eureka?
No, they're game people.
Bundle.
Loopmancer. Ooh.
I need to find a missing girl.
Ooh.
A journalist.
Oh, it looks like that other game that all the Xbox people go mad about.
The Ascent.
No, the other one.
Oh no, the one that they cancelled because it was too right wing. That one.
No, so it was in the Xbox showcase. Looked exactly like this.
Oh.
Redeem or some shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like a cyberpunk game. It's it's near enough the same as this.
What happened?
You got beaten up, mate.
You need to find the journalist.
Find the journalist.
It's alright.
Yeah, just standard Metroid-y Contra thing.
Oh, that was a thing today, wasn't it? Nintendo announced Metroid Dread, whatever it's called.
Yeah, sideways scrolling Metroid. People were like, yay and no at the same time.
Well, what do they want?
I need to figure out what is going on.
Well, Metroid Prime 4, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And Breath of the Wild 2, which is basically, as you said, Breath of the Wild, but now with platforms in the air. It's the same fucking
It's
game.
going to be. Well, it's the same map, isn't it? Surely it's the same
Yeah.
Hyrule, just like further ahead in time, so that it's all desolate and stuff, and everyone's going to go live in the sky, like Skyward Sword.
Elysium.
Yeah, but Skyward Sword was in the sky, and that's coming out again anyway. So I still don't. I think they run out of biomes to use because they were like, well, we've done Wind Waker, we've done the sea, we've done the sky. What else can we do? Underground? That's boring. Let's do space now. Let's do space.
This one, the series is dead when it goes into space.
Yeah, except for unless it's Dead Space.
It started in space, didn't it? So, you know,
It's already dead, wasn't it, when it started? 'Cause it's literally
saying that, Fallout in space. So Bethesda probably already know. Oh dear, we've run out of ideas.
Todd's called it Skyrim in space. That's literally what he's called it. Skyrim in space.
Amazing. So you said it's going to be more RPG as well.
Yes, they've said it's going to be more RPG and hark back to the Morrowind days where you could really work on your character and do a lot more tweaks, like doing stuff in the world. Whereas Fallout 4 was a massive misstep and they focused on building crap all the time.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 was all about meeting up with people, so again, not role playing. Yeah, so they're going back to their roots, which probably means it's probably why they're on the same engine.
If you're
Still.
a fan of roguelike games,
Metal
That Creation Engine 2 isn't fooling anyone, Todd. You can't put a 2 on the end of something, it's called it's new. Not a new engine, it's just like a slightly more advanced version of the engine you already had.
Yeah.
Still probably climb ladders.
All these games look the same as well. Like the number 5, whenever I see it. Oh, the 4s and the, yeah, it's always the same font.
Yeah.
So at least change the fucking font. God's sake.
They are not to criticise any of these games because I've never made a game, but they all do kind of look like the same game nowadays. All these pixel art style games. I guess they're just the cheapest and easiest to do, right?
Yeah.
And they all use the same. Don't they all use like the same game engine? Most of them. Is it Unity or something?
Unity or Game Maker and things like that.
Yeah. I'm surprised Dreams hasn't become more of a thing because that was like so much promise of people making stuff.
Yeah, I think they
It's just-
bugged it, didn't they? The Media Molecule probably sat there going, are we, hello? We're going
I
to keep
think their
pushing
biggest
this?
mistake was they should have left it another 6 months and released it as a PS5 launch game
Yep.
or joint launch game.
Oh,
Would've got-
look, Ghost of Tsushima, but you can build things. Yay, no. Oh,
Oh no, it's a survival build. Oh, come on.
survive in Japan. Wearing my racist coolie hat.
It'll only get burnt down.
Yep.
I told you, if they make stuff out of wood, it always gets burnt down.
I mean, it looks alright, I guess, but no. I'm so done with these
That's-
fucking survival games.
This game reeks of Ghost of Tsushima. Looks amazing. Quick, make something.
Yep. Tales of Wild. Oh, look. It's exactly the same bloody game.
Tales of the Wild. Tales of Wild. Let's chop down trees. Cut down trees. I got to pick. It was literally I cut down trees and I picked wildflowers. That's what he did as I said it.
Yeah.
On my stream, but it's a delay on yours. On my river. So yeah, this looks great.
You just explore different space that looks exactly the same as all the other space. No. Collect monsters' core. What? Oh, you just Pokemon them. Get in my purple thing. Vloop.
That was an article earlier that IGN or GameSpot said something that Miyazaki said about Elden Ring. The thing he just described sounded very much like a Pokemon game.
Can you imagine how harsh a Miyazaki Pokemon game would be? Is that it goes in the Pokeball, but if it's in there too long, it just fucking dies. Ah! And you go to throw the Pokemon out, and they come out and they're just dead because they've been in the bowl too long.
No, I think there's a I don't know what. I didn't read the articles. I know enough now about more. I want to play that game and have an experience that I had when I first played Demon's Souls or Dark Souls. In that, the less I know, the better experience it will be.
Probably don't want to watch the Bandai Namco showcase then, because they're probably going to show more.
No. I'm going to shut my eyes.
They're just sitting there ruining it
Obviously-
for me by going
obviously
la
I'm
la
not
la
gonna-
la
I'm not
la over the top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, another
Stop the stream
simulation
at that
game.
point. These all Steam games, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Reshaping Mars. Survive. Bash rocks. There's no rocks on Mars. Well, no
There's-
trees. There's rocks. Loads of rocks.
There's wind farms.
We're what's name it?
There was a hexagon game though, which reminds me of Battle Isle.
Oh.
Battle Isle pioneered
told you.
the hexagon thing.
Where you make what's that thing? What's that called when you can make the air breathable and shit?
Terraforming.
Yeah, that word. Give these people air. Cohagen. Cohagen would turn up in a minute. And Arnie and Benny would turn up with free.
Even his cat's bored of it. He's in the background, just like.
Reshaping Mars. That happened to me the other day when I had one in my pocket and it got really hot and it melted a bit. Like,
It's just
shaped my
a
Mars. Sat
ball
on
of
it.
mat.
What is that cat doing?
Just lives there.
If that was Phil Spencer now and there was a cat behind him, everyone would go, "Oh, what's he hinting at?"
Yep.
It's going to be a cat's a race of people in Skyrim. That must mean that the next Skyrim is going to be all about the cats in the Khajiit.
Cats. Or he's bought that Stray game. That's what they would have said. He's taking it from the PlayStation. It's going to Xbox. Jeff
There you go,
Grubb.
what's this? Mohism. Oh,
Some shit.
Japanese.
So it looks a bit like Dudley Dungeons at the minute.
Alright.
It's all in Mandarin. That person talking now is John Cena.
John Cena.
There he is, John Cena.
Oh dear.
They could have localized it, guys. I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Put these things in the holes, make a story.
Moism.
Okay.
Our English demo available on Steam, but it's
This is
one more.
This is a
Eureka
Steam
studio.
show.
We'd like to thank our talented developers.
Yeah.
Talented developers.
So I hope this one's out of Steam pretty soon.
Haha. Right, come on
Love
now.
some Steam Bennett.
Thank you all again.
One more turn. What? Thanks for
We've been-
watching.
We've been watching now for an hour and 10 minutes.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Where is this goddamn Namco thing?
But before we talk about it, Golden Boy, again,
Maybe
thank you to Razor,
they've just like the demo of Final Fantasy, they've run into technical issues and they've gone, yeah, this isn't working, so we have to patch
Just
it before
cancel
we
it.
turn Well, that is Square Enix, but yeah, maybe they're waiting for George R.R. Martin to finish writing it.
Oh, they've sent two small boys from Colorado, dressed as a fucking elf.
What?
From South Park, innit? And now Butters
Yeah.
and Scott Malkinson are there trying to get him to come to the grand opening. And he's just talking about his dongs.
We need you to write this small clip, George, for this Elden Ring reveal.
Oh,
And,
I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But first, let me tell you about the dragons, because they're definitely coming. Oh God. So I've gone back to Destiny.
Right. I thought George was hadn't even finished Game of Thrones yet.
No, he
or
hasn't.
whatever it's called,
We're still waiting
What's
for.
he doing? What's he doing writing other stuff?
Waiting for another book.
You know, what I like about
Yeah, but
what we're doing here is for any of our viewers
Yeah,
who
it's amazing.
have not had an opportunity to attend.
He's
love
probably just
this.
gone right. I've seen season 8 of Game of Thrones. I'm just going to do the exact opposite of everything from that, and then they'll have to come back and refilm it all.
But nobody. Whoa, fuck me backwards. Nobody liked that. So we'll skip.
what we saw there. The one that actually.
When did Game of Thrones start going wrong? Was it like literally like season 7 onwards, or was it before
7,
that?
yeah.
It's great, was it up to that point?
Yeah.
As a
Really, 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 really good TV show. Like,
when did they deviate from his books though?
5.
Oh, all right. So they're 2 good seasons without him, or with him, but not him. No source material.
Yeah, that was a weird noise.
Did he go and sort of consult on it, or was he just like?
No, I think that he was just. Yeah, he was left out.
Alright, what's this?
I don't know. This better be fucking. The
Oh, this is the side. This is mature 17 rating. It's not appropriate for children, so if there's any children watching,
stop watching.
Tell them to go. Yeah.
Go to bed. It is very late in the UK. What the fucking chuff?
Hey everyone, I'm Tamor Hussain, managing editor
The Mix. What's this?
And it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Play for All showcase.
Play for All showcase.
In this showcase, we're going to be highlighting.
Well, that's the GameSpot one that was meant to come afterwards.
Video games, boosting awareness for games and teams that haven't had as much visibility.
You know what's going to be fun is if we find out that there is no Bandai, they just cancelled it.
That encourage inclusivity, tolerance, and togetherness at their core.
So
what does their Twitter feed say about it?
I don't. Oh shit! I don't know.
All games that made us
Oh my god.
Smile,
Oh.
Oh. Good about what games have to offer, and we
Yeah,
hope
I'm
you
dead.
feel the same way too.
What is poppin', everyone? My name
What
is
is poppin'?
My hand's starting to go numb. Pins and needles.
Because of the game show. That's pretty mental.
Have teamed up for over 5 years now during E3 to
Hup.
showcase some of the most
Hup.
interesting
Had to
indie
switch
titles
gears.
that have graced our screens. With interviews and trailers from developers from
This isn't
all
it either,
over
is
the
it?
world. This showcase
No.
is no exception to the sentiment that Tamor expressed.
This is
Our goal is to
a
really
sentiment
shed
that.
light on some gems hidden or otherwise that you may not have had the
There's
honor
so
of
many
checking
bugs
out.
in the minute
So
in
with that,
Destiny.
let's get started with some up-and-coming game trailers and hop into our first
Not the enemies.
interview with
No,
Salvador
I
Nelson,
just
who will dive into his
they've got this
new
thing
game,
called
El
Expunge,
Paso
where
Elsewhere.
you're meant to go
That's it.
inside a Vex computer program, and then to a time limit, try to kill everything. Which probably sounds easy enough, but it's been made far more difficult by all the little bugs and everything. And you have got a time limit in which to finish each level, and they're like jumping puzzles as well. So if you love a jumping puzzle, Expunge is for you.
I thought they'd put back the Destiny 1 raid.
Oh yeah, the Vault Glass is there as well.
Yeah, never played it. Heard it was the best one though.
Yeah, it looks really good. Oh shit, there's a fucking dude over there. Yeah, I see you.
The thing is, Destiny is that I
Dickhead.
played it for like 200 hours, 300 hours, and I've never done the part of the game that's supposed to be the best bit.
Yeah, me neither. And I'm in a guild that definitely does these things. Oh shit. But yeah. What? Stop! Fuck. But yeah, I've never been. I can go in and start it off and survive quite a while, but not long enough to see anything worthwhile. Which is shit.
Right.
It's really shit. Are these just going to disappear when I try jumping them again? Because if they are, that's fucking horse crap. Oh my god. This is fun. Oh yeah, that's fucking great as well. Jesus.
There's that. It's another game. In pixel art.
Oh, they love their pixel art, the old indies.
Sort of pixel art can be. It's timeless, isn't it? It never ages.
Yeah.
That's why games on the SNES still look great, and games on the PS1 look like arse. This looks pretty. This new one I'm showing now. More of a cartoon, anime style. Faceless people though. No one's got any eyes. Looks a bit like.
I don't know. It's just beeping in my ear.
It's like Persona, but it's like Tokyo City, Cyber City.
Tokyo Persona.
Oh, the demons now. Well, this looks cool. No, like you got like your subway, your streets, and
Oh,
you
Oh yeah. Wish
going
it
on?
list on Steam. Bare Bone Studios. Bare Bone.
Times beneath us. It looks like Psycho Mantis.
There's a punch up with soda cans I'm just looking at.
It's a drink commercial. What is this? Popsy and Coke? Not really. Pepsi and Coke having a fight.
I'll use this forum as well just to say that I hate the Taken in Destiny. They're just the worst. Oh, you fuckers. Well, this looks weird. I've seen this. PewDiePie was playing it.
The animation seems like they're a bit canned.
Hey. Oh shit, you know. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Oh, expunge. What a load of shit.
Trouble with this game is if he stomps on the other guy, if one of them stomps on the other one's head, it's going to be so depressing.
Hey. Oh, don't miss.
The silence.
Don't miss.
I think I just broke the stream joke. What?
Now wait for that to move. Right, and get on it. Right, and then stand on that. Right. Fuck you, game.
Is this really a game about drinks fighting each other?
Yeah, apparently.
Here's the story about Billy.
This is the future.
Why?
Kid sailing at sea.
Super drink boost. We've had conversations many a times when I come up with an idea for a game that's better than that. Like, better, you know, it might not be, I might be able to make a game. I've got plenty of ideas for really good ones.
Oh shit. Come on. Put the platform back. Fucking timed sections of a game where you have to wait for platforms to appear in a timed section. Yeah, make it easy, fucking Destiny, you dickheads. Oh, now there's fucking wankers everywhere.
Sometimes you can play a game, right? And you think people are working this for yonks, and obviously play tested it. And I can look like I could start playing it. I don't think of like a 2D game or any game, and like I can improve it just by playing it for two minutes and make it a game better. But one of the things I was thinking of sometimes is the running speed, the speed that the character moves at is just too slow for the size of the world. If you just made him a bit faster, the game would be instantly better. It's like, if you're going to spend a lot of time running, you want the character to run at a bit of a faster speed than he can. It's just boring.
Oh, hello.
Think like, I don't know
the music to this is actually fitting what's happening on screen.
This was like Resident Evil graphics.
Having issues. Well, the original Resident Evil.
Yeah. It's like a PS1 game. Maybe it's supposed to be. That definitely looks like. Yeah, it looks like Max Payne. A bit on PS1. With Resident Evil zombie demon things. Lots of blood.
Would you believe that this is
very Matrix? Yeah, it's definitely Max Payne sliding along the floor shooting.
That's pretty cool.
I'm a person who respects the classics, and
yeah, this ain't
oh yeah.
El Paso elsewhere.
Director on El Paso elsewhere.
On Steam game.
Fucking arsehole behind. Get fucked, you little dickhead.
I had the fortunate medium. He was like, "Do you want a t-shirt?" I was like, "Absolutely."
Fucking making my life more difficult. Twat.
One of the most treasured
What?
things that I put on my body.
Oh, there.
Alright, Oliver, we're not here to flex, we're here to talk about your new game. El Paso.
Oh, jokes.
Which is itself a flex.
Which is a huge flex. Like, I'm making a game and I've got a Told You I'm an Elsewhere t-shirt. Wow.
How much longer has it got on? Because I've got a dentist appointment in the morning. And I don't want to be stuck up on this all night.
I have no idea.
Made a bunch of exciting games, but the one we're talking about today is El Paso Elsewhere, which
it's gone over to the GameSpot one, which
description.
Oh,
which
fuck.
says supernatural neo-noir third-person shooter.
Which makes me think that Namco has just said, fuck it.
Some people out there who are like, what the hell does that even mean? So tell us, what does that mean? What is
Oh yeah, the whole thing is supposed to be Namco Bandai.
Are you sure you're watching the right stream?
Yeah, I was looking at all the other ones as well. And this one, the Nerdist one, said at the top of it was doing Bandai Namco.
Taking noir conventions and that
Fuck knows what they're doing.
very kinetic
I recognise. This is the first one.
Maybe they got confused with the time zones like you did today.
Possibly, yeah.
Or yesterday. Capcom. You told me it was 6:30 and it was 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30. So, yeah, I've woke up after a long fucking.
Beyond, you know, the obvious inspirations like Max Payne.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, this is bullshit, mate.
When you're making this game.
Absolute horsey shit. Yes, made it.
I love that game. I love that game.
What game?
That's why we're set in a motel, and that's why you're fighting in this bloody, darkened void.
Tamor, who's speaking on GameSpot, has got a really good background. He's got all these collector's items and Dark Souls and good box sets. And you can tell he's a gamer. The other guy is Zalander, his name is. He's got curtains and a chair.
Oh,
Better wall, like, yeah.
Knocked off the fucking. I hate this mode. It was shit mode as it was without fucking all the taken in it, and now they put the taken in it.
It's got a plant.
Ah.
A window.
I know where to hide. And because they're the fucking taken. So fucking unstoppable now, are you bumhole? No.
Nowhere to hide would be a good name for a horror game.
Oh, shit off. Ah! There's nothing you can do about that, just die. It's the worst game ever made. Zalavia Nelson. It's an interesting name.
No, I couldn't say. Zalavia?
This is just fucking
Nelson
bullshit.
Jr. Where's he? But he said he ain't got any. He's just got a plant and an air window.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping that through.
There's the other guy, Tamor. He's got like all really cool box sets and games behind him. He's 43.
Supposed to kill 30 of these as well.
Yeah, and I've seen this game about 19 times now. I'm bored of it. Obviously not much to show of that game.
You can be yourself and be okay, because I remember having that same feeling where I was like,
Oh, they're just showing the same bit over and over and over again.
Yeah, the same little trailer, like 15 times.
And I remember I had that
I always try to avoid doing stuff like that because it's cheap and shit.
Kind of album, and I just blasted the shit out of that album, and it was
Trying again.
Wang.
I was just to say, so we were talking to people who don't understand that, like, a song like The Police isn't like, hey, we're going to jack up the police. It is an expression of.
Don't even finish the way where he's jumping backwards when it's like the door chain and he goes into like a black bit. Like, well, not even coded that little bit part of the level yet. Nothing there.
This justified fury.
Oh Christ. Oh fuck. I've got problems. Shoot that door. Right.
Hopefully we get to see more of it very, very soon.
I really want to see the Bandai Namco.
As a big fan of the classic Max Payne, I am definitely interested in Zalaver's team take on the genre. Next up, though, we have a developer that hails from the Philippines developing a sequel for your senses.
No, it's Justin Woodward. Edward Woodward's son. Probably not.
Button to hop right in. But let's jump into some more trailers, and Tam will interview Chikan with
Shaka Khan.
Next developer interview. Here is a world premiere.
Oh, good. Oh, fuck. Right, now I need to.
He's working on his back. He's got his posters up, and then he's got his games over there. Got some man stuff there. You know, pull that through. Backgrounds are important, guys, when you're a journo. Right, what's this? I've never seen this one already.
Oh, I didn't kill the thing. What a prick. That's fine.
You're being really annoying. It's your Destiny, because you know this is a load of shit. And I'm sat here watching all the shit. And I've got to try and be interesting. Fuck. Could have told me what I was in for. I have to carry the stream all by myself.
You're doing a very good job.
Well,
I don't
I've
think...
got much to work with here. I've got this shitty
In the past, I worked on
mobile game. Blogum.
About fake news and its effectiveness.
Blogum?
Shit. Topics has been very draining, both mentally
Is it called Blogum? That's an... What?
Blogum.
Blogum.
I think Blogum is like a Twitter simulator.
And I would like to tell you about
Yeah. Jeff Grubb's Twitter simulator.
What's a better idea than a game where you play
Jason Schreier, Twitter simulator. Blogum.
Oh, somebody doesn't agree with the shit I've got to say. Ah, bye-bye. Oh.
You know, there's a man who talks facts and sense and has got a good case against Marvin. Fuck him.
Get...
How dare you come at me with facts?
Yeah, damn you.
And rationale.
Oh, this is fucking horse crap. Oh.
There's a game about the weather now. You're a cloud. You rain on people.
Oh, Jesus.
That's your life, isn't it?
I've literally just looked sideways at that and I was like, what the fuck?
It's quite like a good idea.
You're a cloud. You're a bloody cloud.
It's a Xbox simulator.
Yeah.
Everything works in the cloud. Cloud. Crackdown 3's going to come out of it in a minute. Train on your parade. See, that's quite a good name actually for the game thing. Something I come up with.
Chop. Yes.
I would have just called it Bloody Weather. That would have been my name for it.
Oh.
Clear off. Bloody Weather.
A weird. Look, another. Just like a PS2 era game.
A little bit.
Slowly going up.
Old man walks through
different eras.
Oh god. Yeah, yeah.
I don't have a corrupted keycard.
This looks like a PS2 version of that game. What's it called? What's that game that came out that everyone loved? It's like a picture book. Whatever happened to Edith Finch?
Oh, the...
And this looks like a slight crappier version of that.
It's like
This looks like it was made in dreams.
Patchwork Dog. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like it's made in dreams. That's the level of quality in this. Sorry, everyone who made it.
I might get Dreams because it's only like 17 quid.
Yeah.
Give that a play. Yeah.
No, become the best games developer ever, and end up making Half-Life 3 or something.
Yeah, I'll specifically go and make Half-Life 3. This is my job now. Just me on my own. Oh, is this
But that is, you could actually listen. The Dreams could be, if it was good and you were good enough at programming, and you're like, I really want a sequel to this game. And you just go and make that game. Go make your own game to a sequel or game that you want to see. I want a RoboCop game. Go and make it then.
I think it's got
like,
the
I'm surprised.
like the ability to. It's another bloody RTS type thing. Strategically outmaneuver your foes. Can I just not smack them over the head?
Yeah, I'm still surprised it's got a technology RoboCop game. But I was like, there should be a RoboCop would be great.
Corrupt Vex chest. I can open a corrupted Vex chest now.
It's Mortal Kombat DLC character.
Oh, is this the baby thing? Oh, cooking, whatever. Yeah, no, this is the GameSpot showcase. Namco's not turned up at all. I am going
We overslept.
to
wakes up like an hour late. Go, oh, for God's sake.
Namco.
This is one guy. Namco, one guy. Bandai. Bandai. It's a tricky thing to say. It struggles with it. She always says Bandai Nam. She always says Nam Bandai. No, Bandai Namco. She says a lot.
Right, so everyone is taking the piss because they haven't turned up. Somebody's done a meme where it says, "My job here is done," but he didn't do anything, and then the Namco just leaving.
I'm joined by Gwen Foster, who has requested to be called Penguin Master.
So is this pre-recorded thing they're putting up in place of it, or is this them doing it now to carry out, just to fill in time? While I wait, I don't get what's going on.
Yeah, Bandai Namco was supposed to have been an hour. We are now we're covering the GameSpot Play for All showcase.
Tell us about Sukkot. What is it?
So yeah, Namco is a no-go.
So one of the things that
Because they are our home no mo.
originally was just Trina and me. We wanted
Oh, that's shit.
a cooking game that's just really focused on cooking.
Have they cancelled then? They cancelled on us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did they know we were going to be covering it?
Yeah,
And I've gone,
somebody just said they've only shown one game and that's it. And that was the game right at the beginning, the Man and Medan thing, and now we're done.
Yeah.
So
that are actually focused on
yeah, that's that
Really?
stream. Yep. I don't know what I'm gonna put for. I'm just gonna put like a stupid face for the thing, and change the name of this to covering bits of E3, I suppose. Brilliant.
The indie crap. Yeah, we talked a lot of stuff though about stuff that wasn't related to this in any way. We talked about John Cena, talked about Hideo Kojima, a bit about Elden Ring,
Yeah.
talked about stuff,
Almost a
Borderlands
fucking
2,
podcast.
relevant to everyone. So we've got a minute to close this off because I need to go talk to the dog. Sum up for E3 in 5 words. Go.
Shit. No, Elden Ring.
That's one word.
Elden Ring was good. Comma shit. Yeah. Literally, the only thing that was of any note to me was Elden Ring. The Xbox showcase was nice for Xbox, but actually, yeah, the Xbox showcase was good for everyone because they show games that everyone's getting. So
yes,
that was quite good for everyone.
Outside of Starfield, which is obviously
Horizon Forza thingy, yeah.
Horizon 5, and yeah, everything else is coming to PS4 eventually, or on day one anyway. This might be on Game Pass. Well, not so sure about Psychonauts 2 because everyone, even other people I've watched, are not sure. They're going to be looking into that because it was supposed to be on PS4, but now it's kind of not on the advertising anymore. So
oh no, it will 100% be on there, but obviously Xbox were never going to put a PS sign on their thing, yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah, because why would they?
But the Schaefer guys already said, yeah, it's got at least it won't go PS5 because they've got no need to do that, or no
no contractual.
Yeah, so it'll just be PS4. That's fine.
Yeah,
not bothered.
Basically, because it was I don't think it's a next gen heavy title anyway. It hasn't got anything.
No.
Doesn't look like it could. Needs to be running on that. Maybe like times. No, nothing is. Right, so I can sum up. Elden, well, actually, it's actually rank 14 if you can by. How many they've been. Yeah, Elden Ring's my number one game. Wonderlands, even though I've not finished Borderlands 3 yet, but my Borderlands 2 is one of my top 5 games, so anything they do I'm interested in that world. That DLC they did, Borderlands 2 was the best DLC with Tiny Tina, and if they can carry that over into fantasy, it's just good to have a new setting for once with some new stuff. It isn't just desert or whatever. So Wonderlands, pretty cool. Not that we've seen gameplay, but you know, you like the same as Starfield then. So, what else? That's it. Those 2 games are the only games I can think of off the top of my head. I've gone, oh, I didn't know about them. Or I knew about them, but I'm interested to play them. Ubisoft had nothing. Even Avatar, didn't like the film. So, nah.
Twitter does
It's
have,
first
but at
person,
the
that
same
game,
time,
by the way.
What is?
You just, you know, you
Avatar.
have to have a
It's first
strong
person, it isn't
heart
third.
and a thick skin
Oh.
to like
It's first
get
person.
to a point
So it might be
where,
like Destiny or something.
you know, you
With
you
bow and
feel
arrow.
like you deserve it.
Look at
Oh, that'd be quite cool.
That hey, you know, that's
But
basically what's
surprised
happened
it
to us,
isn't.
is that,
Unless
hey,
it's a
there are no games
massive
that don't
mistake
have
on
recipes.
GameSpot or whoever done the
Literally,
article I read.
have a cooking game that
A
has
mistake
no recipes, where it's just like
from the
Which is
media.
possible.
Never.
but yeah, I
So
think
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're wrong and
really
I'm
the thing that, you know,
stupid for
people,
believing it.
the developers themselves have to feel like they
Yeah.
deserve it, and at the same time, you
Well,
just
we'll
have
see you
to
next year then for E3. I
Yeah.
think E3 will be dead by next year.
Yeah, but we'll see you
Unless
next
it
year
goes back
for
to
the Summer Games Fest. That's what'll be worth watching.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If the world doesn't open to the public, if EV doesn't go back to its old formula, where it's just real conferences, then you might as well say E3 is not going to happen again.
Yep.
Because it's just it's such a non-event, and it doesn't benefit the people now showing off the games because they don't need to. It's clearly shown that they didn't need to.
Yep.
They all could have done their own thing, like Nintendo, or not Nintendo, but like Sony does now, and it would have just been. It could all go at the same time every year, but don't make it. Don't call it E3. Don't need the E3 name. It's gone. Just a shell. Which is fortunate because it used to be the highlight. It used to be like the Super Bowl, wasn't it, of the year for gamers. That I think that was what added to it. All the people coming out onto the stage and stuff, and it was more exciting. Even though we used to make fun of it, it was much more of an event. This is nothing.
It's very much a non-event.
Yeah, this is like basically what you get on a normal week. Jeff's definitely taking the reins now, thinking he's going to be showing off a lot of the big games.
Yep.
Going
We've got
forward.
some more indie shit.
Alice. It's like an Alice in Wonderland type.
Oh, so one of those
It's
weird
Naughty
ones.
Bear. Where you can go on the walls.
Yeah, two perspectives.
Yeah. What was that game that did that? Mario. No,
Yeah.
what's that other game that came out? It's Contrast? No. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like in light and dark, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
Shadows
just
on the wall and stuff.
the same old shit, just with a slightly Alice in Wonderland aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a load of wank.
It looks quite nice.
Hmm.
But not going to play. It's very Right, that's it. We've gone far too long. This has been our longest stream.
Far too long by far. Yeah. This has gone on far too long by far.
I'll wish you all a good night, and I'm going to go walk the dog and
Do stuff.
probably play
I'm going to
some
go to bed
games.
because it's too hot.
Yeah. It's not that hot.
Oh,
Alright.
it's bloody
Thanks, Chris.
20
Wasted
degrees
my
at no
bloody
time.
time.
Yeah, thanks Namco. Cheers for that.
Yeah.
What's this?
Brilliant.
Mad looking shit.
I know.
That-
Whoever's turned it off now, and then they just started up again. It was
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
There's
We miss it.
like 2 hours worth of Elden Ring. Like, what? You
Just wake up in the
bastards.
morning and go. You never guess.
Gauge your interest in multiplayer.
And or Valve just jump on and go, we've got Half-Life 3. Oh, for fuck's sake.
God damn it.
Steam. What game? Question. What game do you think? Half-Life 3 is probably the most obvious answer. But what game could come out now that would just take everyone's air out of the room and just go, right, no, that is it. That's the only game worth talking about. What reveal would have to come out? I've got one in mind.
Half-Life 3, Witcher 4.
I just said not Half-Life 3 because that's the obvious one.
Oh yeah.
I think
Witcher
there's one
4.
game that would take up. I think there's one game that's bigger than that would come out if they revealed it now.
A Metroid.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh yeah, GTA 6. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2.
That'd be the. Cyberpunk 2. No, I think GTA 6. The only thing that would probably. I don't think there's any game bigger than that if that was announced. It's the biggest, literally the biggest game, bigger than Breath of the Wild 2 by far. And I just think when that's announced, which won't be at E3 because Rockstar's never announced at E3, not since 2008 when they did the GTA 4 DLC reveal for Microsoft. That was the last time they ever did anything. I think it was one of the last things they ever did, and then since then they've always done it via their own media.
Yeah, which is what most people do now, because it's just.
Yeah. Better to do that.
You should come on.
I mean,
I think we should do a stream for Destiny, because Team Scorched is back, and it is one of the funniest things you will ever play on Destiny. Because all it is everyone's got a scorched canyon and nothing else.
Oh,
so it's just Rocket League.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, fuck, blown up. Oh, this is a ZX Spectrum game. Look at this.
You mean Rocket Arena?
Yeah. But with a scorched canyon.
Rocket League is cars. I was going to say, what's Rocket League?
There's
no cars.
I'm actually interested in this Paradise Cinema because it looks like a Spectrum game. I love the Spectrum aesthetic.
If you're somehow still listening to this and you like Spectrum games, then go on our channel. There's a falafel. It says falafel.
Yeah, it's a falafel of Spectrum games.
What's the word?
I don't know. I've just got falafel in my mind now.
A lot of games. Plethora. No, I can't say it. Plethora of games of Spectrum games and videos on our channel. So on this channel you're watching now, go watch it. And it's also a very good video that Chris has put out of a lot of games that are made by these 10-year-old kids that have all got like training on Spectrum software and made all these little games, and Chris played some of them.
Yeah.
And says how shit they are.
I tried to make a game as well because I thought, well, if a 10-year-old can do it, surely it's not that hard. But it is fucking hard. So I played the games. Thought at first I was like, oh dear, because they're very rudimentary. But then when I looked into how they were made, it was like, okay, well, that's difficult. And so some of the games are actually quite good as well. 2 of them in particular, 2 of the 10 really stood out because the level design was actually really good. Some of the others were. I don't
Are you
know.
sure it's made by 10-year-olds? Are you sure it's not like these adults that have just made a load of games gone, ah shit, no, yeah. Well, if we say they're made by 10-year-olds, they'll be alright, yep. Do that then.
That was a school teacher. The original thing actually showed like, the pictures of the school and that sort of stuff. So it's like, unless the man's a raging pedo, which I'm sure he's not. Yeah, it was definitely. It's taken 1 hour and 42 minutes for me to say the P word as a record.
Yeah, and there's also a load of information on that video that links to the project, doesn't it, or something you said?
Yeah, you can go and download them yourself. It shows you how to play them yourself, and if you want, if you're a masochist, I've also done the link for the thing that they made the games on, so you can try and make it your own games.
Right, is it a free thing, or is it something you have to pay for?
It's completely free, they're all free, but you get asked, you can pay £2 or give them 200 quid. It's like donation-ware.
It's like Humble Bumble where you give what you want.
Yeah, pretty much. Or just take it for free, yeah.
What's that like?
And go, screw those 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
No, that's not pedo.
We're back again.
God. Oh God, we should not be allowed to talk on the internet.
No.
Right.
Because on one hand,
Sorry, anyone. Sorry, but I apologise for Chris's fault.
Yeah. I'm not apologising for shit.
How is that adopted? I'm going
yeah, we'll leave it with Davion Gooden. Dave. We'll leave it with Dave Gooden here.
Davion, have a good one. And you have a good one. If you're watching this in the future, have a good one, whatever you're doing. And that'll be it. We'll see you next time on Tweak Gaming. Yay.
Bye.
Bye.